And Scott Starboard.
Hey, Scott.
Scott Starboard.
All right, I'll get Scott.
Scott Starboard.
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 Scott Starboard!
Now, turn it up, feel the bass line, gallop fast, collide past the stars, shoot through the mast. Hands high, cheer flows like the breeze. The Scott Starboard vibe, breaking rules with ease. Gritty like sawdust, but smoother than silk. Words spill out, whipped up, honeyed and milk. The show takes on galaxies, king of the scene. Fusion of rhythms, a genre grafted dream. Scott Starboard. Every pulse and sound, a radiant glow. It's the Scott Starboard. Now giddy up, get down, and let that energy grow.
Yo! What's up, everybody? Let's go! I am Scott Starboard. This is the Scott Starboard Show. It's gonna be a touchy one tonight. A lot of people probably gonna be mad at me, but I guess if what do they say? If you don't piss people off, you ain't doing things right. Something like that. Something like that. I don't know. I can't think of exactly how it goes. But I'm going to piss a lot of people off tonight. But I do it from a place of love and loyalty to my man, Turtle Boy. Y'all will hear about it a little later. Also, YouTube, to my, astonishment, I say it isn't so, YouTube is protecting the trans shooter. And I'm going to show you some proof. And we get a lot of other stuff to do. But you know what today is? It's Thursday. And every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are tailgating. Pre-gaming. Priming for prime time. 99 Alex Stein. So we're going all the way up to 6:55-ish. I try to be on time, but I'm an idiot. But all the way up to Alex Stein at 7 p.m. And then after that, is our boy Doc Matt Steve at 8 o'clock. And you know it's going to be lit. I don't stream on Fridays as of yet. Like I said on yesterday's show, I am a terrible salesman because I always forget to tell people to like and share and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And I don't even put up my Venmo links or whatever, Snappy Chat, Face Money, Grams, E-Coins. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I do this for fun. I would like it to be my career. I always say that, but not right now. Keep my day job. But anyway, there's so much shit going on. And I'm gonna get right to the chat because you guys know that I always bring up like the most important shit right at the end when we gotta go to see Alex. But I just remember what I was gonna say. I don't go on Friday, and everybody in America is celebrating my birthday on Monday, so I won't be streaming on Monday either. I forgot to tell you guys that yesterday, the day before that. But I'll be back Tuesday, and I'm going to try, hopefully, to do a show next Friday. Oh, but since I don't, ask for money, and I don't know how to set this thing up financially, I ain't even at that point. Listen, I ain't at that point yet. I'm just doing this straight for the fun and for the love of it, baby. The love of it. But I'm hoping, once I finally, hopefully, become a YouTube affiliate in the affiliate program, then I can have memberships and I'll go Monday through Friday. Friday's show being behind the paywall, I guess that's what they say in this business. I don't know. But that's what they tell me. But no, I'll do a members only. Turtle Boy, speaking of Turtle Boy streams, I believe. Mrs. Starboard, when does Turtle Boy stream again? Monday and Saturday, right? Tuesday and Saturday. Turtle Boy streams every Tuesday and Saturday. The camera goes on. I don't have a brain. Every Turtle Boy streams every Tuesday and Saturday night. It's always crazy wild. I don't even need to promote him. And I love him, and I don't need to promote him. Dude is crushing it. I've always said, Alex Stein, I was with Turtle Boy when he had as many as I got. He'd have 10, 20, 30 live viewers. That's how long I've been with this dude. I love him. And now he's got like 10, 20,000 people watching every show, and rightfully so. And that's what Alex Stein should be getting. I want to see Alex Stein. Obviously it's going to be on his next show. I think the Blaze, to be honest, speaking of, having a stream where people are going to be mad at me. Sorry, Glenn Beck. Sorry, Blaze people. But I know it's scary times for Alex because he didn't get picked up by the Blaze. They're going to a more elderly demographic, and that's fine. But I personally, I know Morgan Elizabeth agrees with me. I haven't looked at the chat yet. I promise. I don't know if she's here yet. She had a little personal stuff to deal with yesterday, so she wasn't here. And she's pregnant. You think I'm gonna be like, you should have been here? Okay. I lost my train of thought because I have like 7,000 thoughts going on in my head. I just can't wait to get the meat and potatoes. The meat and potatoes. Because it wasn't good today. Today was not a good day for loyalty. I'll just say that. But all right, let me get to the chat because I'm a ding-dong head over here. The one and only, the love machine. I call him the love machine. Bob Cook's in the house. I love you, sir. Love you, Bob Cook. I love you, love you, love you. Another super great man. My boy, love you, Thomas Gilson. Thank you guys for being here so much. Oh, she isn't here. Morgan Elizabeth's up in the house. Thank you so much for being here. I know she got tons of stuff going on. She got her hands and her belly full. They say you get your hands full. She's also got her belly full. So that's that. Whoa, yo, Daniel Graham. What the hell's going on with this thing? Daniel Graham, my boy, what's up, baby? Love you. Yeah, on Doc Match Steve's show the last few nights, he's had the little chat box. Can you see little chat box going? I'm like, how the hell does he do that? I can do that on OBS, but StreamYard wasn't able to do that. I'm like, how the hell did he do that? And then my dumbass looks up and it's like, show comments on stage. I'm like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Insane. They immediately took down his channel. Yo, it's crazy. Crazy. You guys will see what I'm talking about over here, Rachi. It's not good. Pissed everyone off, Scott. I'll back you up and help you with the off pissing. Let's effing go. Oh, I love you so much. Listen, I always say stuff, and it's like it's from my heart. It's truly from my heart. It's how I feel. I can't stand grifters. I do like entertainment, though. Like, you guys remember, like, Rock of Love with Bret Hart? That show is so fake. Flavor of Love with Flavor Flav. Boy, I love that show. It's so fake. It's absolutely so ridiculously fake. Some of the stuff was real. Like, you get a whole bunch of black bitches in a house. New York's going to be like, give me that. That's my mains. But, and to be honest, the producers are like, hey, New York, that chick over there is talking smack. You're going to see. That's who I heard Flavor likes the best. You know what I mean? So you get a lot of, it's not, organic. I like to be organic. So what I am trying, I guess I'm kind of defending some of the grifters of the world out there, but I say what I mean. And I don't want to upset anybody. I really don't. I'd rather get along with with everybody. But at the same time, I'm not gonna change the views and my foundational beliefs. I can be wrong, just like anybody can be wrong. And when I'm wrong, I always come clean. But I like that time with DeSantis. I had a story about DeSantis, and I'm like, look at this bomb. I can't believe. And I read the thing live, and I'm like, oh shoot. No, DeSantis is cool. He's good. I'm like, yeah. Oh my god. But you know what I mean? It's pure and it's from the heart. So people get pissed, they get pissed. I don't know what. I got blocked last night too. What do you mean you got blocked? What do you mean? In here? I gotta be quicker with the chat. Dark Man Steve, Alex B. Yes. Oh my god, I forgot to mention that. Wow. I wanted to review the whole Alex B thing. Maybe I'll do it next week. I gotta start making more videos for my YouTube channel and like shorts and all that stuff. I honest to God, I ain't got the time. I got a day job. And if I want this to be my night job or my real day job, I gotta get lacking. I still edit videos for a certain entity that I can't say. They, you know, I've said it many a show ago. Those freaking, signing these NDAs pisses me off, but whatever. Oh, YouTube, not from here, right? Please tell me it's not from here. Oh, thank you to the most beautiful, wonderful, amazing person ever. I love you to death and to life. I love you to life. No birthday stream. Nah, I don't want to dox myself, but Mrs. Starboard and the Starboard children and I are going out to dinner with my mom. So, and you know, I don't want to jinx anything or say anything weird. Shout out to moms. I love you, mom. But you never know how many, days you got. I hope my mother has another 50, 60, 70 years to go. I'm living till at least 145, maybe $160 if I'm lucky. But you never know. And I can't. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You know what I mean? I got to spend time with Mom Dukes. Hello, I know birthday Venmo show. I know. If I only had a brain, for real. Happy birthday. Are you even old enough to drink? Oh, I love you. I love you for that one. Turning 32. Yeah, right. Turning 32 is a tough one. I know. Funk the Blaze, dog. But oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Glenn Beck made a fucking huge error in judgment. Sorry, not sorry, because but guess what? It's a great thing for us because Alex Stein Unchained is going to be absolutely game-changing, world-changing. Watch when our boy, my man, goes straight up unchained, can say whatever the French toast he wants. It is going to be amazing. I gotta hurry up. I know. I mean, hell, I'm older, but Alex was the only reason I ever had a Blaze TV membership, but not no more. Right? Bye-bye, Blaze. See ya. Listen, I'm still good friends with Dave Landau. And well, I don't want to say like good, like, we call each other on the phone, like, hey, what are you doing? I'm watching the game, dude. What are you doing? Watching the fucking game, guy. But that's my boy. I love him. I love Dave Landau. Dave Landau is another person like Alex Stein who is, he's just positive, man. He's there to help lift people up. And Dave Landau being in the stand-up comic world, that's one of the most cutthroat industries ever. Like, you could have, a comic come in and be like, oh, hey, how you doing? Yeah, good to see you. And turn around and go to the manager and be like, I don't think that guy, I think he's sick tonight. I don't think he can go on stage. Like, this stupid, petty shit. It's cutthroat. Big E, my man, Big E, let's go. So I hope I'm not screaming. I hope my microphone placement is working. I know there's people waiting for me to expose Karen Reed. I'll be quick. I always say that. I'm not quick, but I'll try. I only got the Blaze to sub when Alex did the Monday exclusive show. Yeah. Otherwise, I refuse to support them. But that fizzled out early. I was so excited too. I'm like, Alex is going to have a call-in show every Monday. I'll pay for the Blaze. And, Alex is the busiest man in showbiz. So he's all over the place, literally flying in airplanes all over the place, hotels, meeting up with people and producers and blah, blah, blah. So I know Monday was a tough one for him to keep up with, but yeah. Oh, did I say Bret Hart? See, I told you. If I make a mistake, I'll correct. It was Bret Michaels. Super handsome, sexy guy. They tell me he's sexy, but he's also bald. We love you, Bret Michaels. I'm just playing. Love you, bro. I'm still rocking your music from the 80s. Whenever it happens to come along, I'll listen to that shit. No, on DMS. None of my messages were going through after a while. Bro! Oh, okay. I'm in DMS's. I was flipping out. I'm like, what the hell is going on? They are deleting every single comment that I say. So I had to use the Hulk Hogan, secret language. It's basically like Snoop Dogg and Hulk Hogan language, like, Shizat, Gizon, Trizan, Skizzle, Shizu, Terror. It's almost like Pig Latin. I used to be amazing at Pig Latin, by the way. It was like, for the guck of the goo, you're the goo, glithigan, blithigek. For dissing my boy like that. Landau is a good soul, yet very well said. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much, brother. Landau is a good soul. Wife and I got to meet him when he came out here to SoCal shortly after COVID. Went to a venue that didn't require masks nor vax passport. Loved it for that. Dave Landau was, I believe, the first. I'm not kidding. I like blowing people up a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a lot of it. But Dave Landau, I believe, was the very first comedian. I could be wrong. If he wasn't first, he was like barely, like 1.5 that said, I'm not going to do a comedy club that is forcing people to take show your papers. We need your passport papers. Stacy G! Oh my God, Stacy, I love you, girl. Thank you so much for being here. Yo, listen, I hope a lot of y'all, I know a lot of y'all watch Bubba the Love Sponge. I hope you guys, more and more and more people watch him. Listen, today was off the hook. Oh my God, Babyface Petroni and my favorite guy on the show, Gene Lasker, were on together for the first time. It was dope as hell. All right, I gotta hurry up. I'm such a freaking blabber. YouTube chat on mobile has definitely been Fizuki lately. Yo, Snizuk, my dog. Wait, let me try and Cesarnizzi. Cesarnizzi. I don't know what that means right now. Okay, I'm getting thrown off here. Gibberish. Yes, it's gibberish. Yo, it was ridiculous, Tom. I couldn't believe I'm like posting stuff in Dark Mass Eve, and I'm like, I'd have to do that stupid thing where it's like show top comments, show all posts, and I'm like flipping back and forth, and I'm like, what the French toast? Why are my comments just being deleted? And like they were pretty mild. Milk toast, as they say in the hood. The fat pig, love you, the glorious pig. Dag nabbit. Yo, truth is unbreakable. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Turning 31 again for like the 18th time. It's tough business. No, I appreciate it. I honestly, I was thinking for the last like 2 or 3 days, I'm like, shoot, what am I gonna do? And I'm like, yeah, I might be home in time. I might be home in time for like birthday dinner and everything with my mom and Mrs. Starboard and the kids. But I'm like, I don't want to rush it. I'd like to enjoy time. You know what I mean? Believe me, I love this. I love it. But we're going to have this. I'll be back Tuesday. I couldn't even get through with the gimmick And I didn't say anything wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say any, and you know, we're all wise asses. I wasn't even being a wise ass. I was saying like normal shit. And it's like banning everything that I say. Dark Matt Steve in the house. Love you, DMS. Let's go. Oh, Carney. It's Harney. Oh my God. You're like, dude, Kazarni. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. All right, let me hurry up. You got to speak in Carney. Is that Carney? Is that where that came from? I thought it was just Hogan doing it. Brooke Hogan calls up Bubba the other was it yesterday? And she's like, she is the coolest chick. I love Brooke Hogan. Oh my God, she is awesome. She's like, Uncle Bizabba, what it is, or something like that. I was like, yo, now I know it's Carney. All right. We got it. 3 Z's are not necessary. I just felt like it. Oh, listen, you do whatever you feel like, Smids. We love you. No, I love you. All right, let me get to ending my career by shitting on Karen Reed. I'm not. Well, yeah, I'm gonna shit on Karen Reed. I was gonna say I'm not. I'm full of shit. All right, let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. Now, just for a little filler, right? Actually, I'll throw this up here. I'll get rid of the big face and put on the little face. Hey, get up there. Get up. There you go. All right, listen. Little background real quick. We know I don't do little real quick that good, but I'll try. Turtle Boy. I hope he's not mad at me for saying this. I don't think this is speaking out of school, but Turtle Boy obviously was had some communication with Karen Reed and Mr. Alan Jackson, not the old man Howie Carr, but the other guy, that movie star looking Hollywood attorney Alan Jackson. So they're talking to him, and you know, they didn't have any journalists, no support whatsoever. Nobody wanted to hear their side of the story. They believed what the corrupt garbage Boston, Massachusetts news media was saying. Oh, a woman backed into her Boston cop boyfriend and killed him. And that's what everybody, and it's like, case closed. Nobody wanted to hear their side of the story. But one man did, and his name is Aiden Dr. Turtle Boy Kearney. He goes by many names. Some people call him Daddy. I'm not calling him Daddy. But if you're a single female out there, call him Daddy if you'd like. But Turtle on X, he goes by Dr. Turtle Boy. So Turtle Boy listened, and I am telling you from the bottom of my heart the truth. Turtle Boy is probably the best person I've ever seen in my entire life to look at a story or listen to, someone's, facts or whatever, and he knows exactly what is going on, who's right, who's wrong. I questioned him twice on 2 stories, and this is over like 8 years. And I was like, I think he got this one wrong. And within one was within like an hour. I was like, I didn't even have to say anything in the chat. It was just inside, in there, man, inside. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I look like an idiot. Oh, I feel like an idiot. And the other one, it took like a day. And I was like, oh, shit, he was right again. And they were just little local stories. One was like about a weird lady who like offed a dog. It's just stupid stuff, whatever. But, and so it wasn't like anything major. Actually, me and Turtle Boy were, going back and forth. He was a DeSantis guy. I was a Trump guy. But I mean, that's, I think we would have got pretty close to the same results, with the either APAC candidate. Anyway, so Turtle Boy listened to everything Alan Jackson, David Yannetti, Karen Reed's other lawyer, and Karen Reed were saying. He knew right away. I just know that he didn't say this, but I know how Turtle Boy is. He knew right away that that maybe he didn't know right then that she was innocent, but he knew something's fishy. The official story from the cops ain't right. And Turtle Boy was like me. I say was. I still, I still love cops, but back then everybody was like, this was like 2023-ish, and we're all like just blinded, like back to blue no matter who. That's not a good saying. What is it? Fucking, all cops are the greatest and cops can do no wrong. Until we have January 6th, and it's like, wait, what was that? So anyway, I'm going off tangents. So Turtle Boy kept digging and digging and digging and digging, and Turtle Boy started to tell everybody the story, and he exposed more and more and more. Now, Turtle Boy would do like 12 stories a day. I mean, he'd just pull them from Facebook and all these other places and just find these little stories, and every one of them were entertaining. It was usually like ratchets and hood rats and stuff like that, but it was fun. Don't get me wrong, though. Turtle Boy has exposed, top echelon, elite politicians and businessmen too. Like, he's no slouch, but you got to fill him in with ratchets. You don't get big hitters all the time, but you still. And then he made them funny, and he had funny little sayings for people, like gutter muppets and shit like that. So anyway, Turtle Boy actually starts doing what he does best. He's an investigative journalist. That's really what he is. One of the things, because he's also a friggin' hell of an entertainer, but he's doing his shit. I mean, he found Lucky Loughran. That's what I was telling you guys. The plow driver, literally on the street the night that Boston police officer John O'Keefe's body was supposedly on the ground. He drove past, wasn't there, saw Ford Edge outside, like the whole deal. So Turtle Boy rallies the whole state, really the whole entire world at one point, but everybody who's close, or people even far away were flying in here to stand outside of the 2 trials that they put Karen Reed through. And every single juror has basically, anyone who's talked has admitted that they were, they were like, oh, wow. They're probably just, dumb jurors like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. The cops didn't, I believe the cops, just like most, I guess people would be like, well, why would the cops lie? They always tell the truth. And if you follow the Karen Reed case, you'd be like, wow, a lot of cops lie. It's pretty crazy. So all the jurors that have spoken basically said, well, when I heard the crowd outside, or I saw people all over the place, or billboards and all these things going on, people saying free Karen Reed, I said to myself, well, I better pay attention in this case to see what's really going on. If you watched even 2 days worth of the Karen Reed trial, you'd be like, what the hell is going on? Karen Reed's side has nothing but facts and evidence and science. And I was going to say the defense, because they should be on the defense, but the prosecutor, they got nothing but speculation, innuendos, and lies. Okay. And it's like, they have no science. It's embarrassing. So anyway, but all those jurors, all influenced, every one of them, because of those people outside. Why were those people outside? Because of my man, Aidan Kearney, a.k.a. Turtle Boy. That's the only reason. So Karen Reed is free, like she should be, by the way. She's still innocent, obviously. But let's just say if I'm going to take myself out of it. If my wife, who I love and honor, went through something like this, and Turtle Boy saved her life, like Turtle Boy did to Karen Reed, I'd be like, honey, the first thing out of your mouth when you come out of that courtroom, onto that stage and in front of that microphone, in front of thousands of people here because of Turtle Boy, is I want to first and foremost thank God and Aidan Kearney, aka Turtle Boy. That's what you do. Because that's some bullshit. Because that man, right, the Aidan Kearney, he's wild and crazy, and he says whatever the hell he wants. It's admirable. A lot of people, are like, oh, he's just so brass and rude and blah, blah. Well, when when you're the type of person who's free to say whatever the hell you want, and I'm envious of it because I don't like to upset people. It's just an instinct of mine. I'm a people pleaser, and Turtle Boy's not a people pleaser, and it's not that he's like a self pleaser. Sounds sexual. I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. It's not even that he's that. He's just nothing but facts and truth, and I love that about him. It's so It's such an admirable and admirable trait that Turtle Boy has. I'm sorry, I'm missing the chat so bad. For instance, I could spell Scott Skizot or Skizzizot. Wait, which cringe? I don't know. Miss Organ Elizabeth sis. Yizzo back. Oh, that's funny. Don't forget to smash that like button. Playing needs smashing. Hello? You gotta smash it. It wants you to smash it. That's one more innuendo. I swear I don't mean to do this. Why does Starboard care about the story so much? Well, for two reasons. One, we're not best friends, but I consider Turtle Boy a friend. He's got a billion friends, by the way. And not only that, but it's a local deal. It's, there's probably 3 or 4 reasons. It's local to me. I'm from Massachusetts. Karen Reed deal happened right around the corner over there down in Norfolk County. It's spelt Norfolk, but we call it Norfolk. It's a Norfolk County guy, all right? But it's local, and the more and more... listen, I'm also somebody who's all about truth. Even if it hurts me, you got to tell me the truth. I want to know, So the more and more... And, I follow Turtle Boy. When Turtle Boy writes a story, you can put a stamp on it. Write it in pen. Don't worry about the pencil. Dude is never wrong. I'm sorry. This is the truth. I'm not glazing my boy for no reason. It's the truth. He doesn't get anything wrong. He's been sued by people and never lost. Okay. Like I said, he's taking down, crooked politicians. Like, this dude is no joke. And it's like, I support him. It's my boy. And he's gone to jail for this, for the Karen Reed shit. He's gone to jail, It took him like 30 days plus, I believe, out of his life. He's still in court for all this shit. He's still going to court for trying to bring awareness for Karen Reed. And you're about to see the thanks that Turtle Boy gets for all his work. And listen, Turtle Boy, he's, this isn't him talking. This is me speaking. He hasn't said anything about this shit. Like, he has, but he said, like, good stuff. Like, whatever, it's fine, blah, blah, blah. Like, because Karen Reed, the very first interview she should give, except for the one on the court steps, should be on Turtle Boy Live. That's what is up with that. Oh, G7 in the house. Let's go. Oh my God, I'm so thankful to see you, TFP. I love it. Hell yeah, we all love him. He likes it because it's from Massachusetts and someone he follows like Alex. Exactly. You guys say it so easy. You guys make it so easy, and I'm over here. It would be a stand-up thing to do to acknowledge him. That's all. Hello. Sounds like the turtle has red paint on his shizzle. Red paint? Well, it's funny you say that because the prosecutor in the Karen Reed case, I'm not exaggerating. The only evidence they had was some hack scientist, fake guy who painted blue paint on the tail light, and then like walked up to it and he's like, "Oh look, it could have got my arm because there's blue paint on the tail light. It's some on my arm." That's the extent. Meanwhile, Karen Reed's defense, an explosion. I mean, there was so much science. It was maddening. They're free carrying with science. Let me get straight to the deal here. Ready? So don't worry. Howie Carr's show is like 5 hours long, but there's only about 17 minutes worth of content, unless you'd like to listen to the whole 7 hours and be bombarded the whole entire time with ads. Radio's dead. Sorry, radio is dead. By the way, Bubba the Love Sponge documentary is going to be fucking fire. It's called Video Kill the Radio Star. It's there's going to be a premiere, I believe, September 8th. And I don't know if it's going to be in movie theaters or what the hell, but we're going to review it here. I'm not going to review the whole thing because Bubba will probably have Gene Lasker come up here to Massachusetts and strangle me. I'll strangle your ass. You don't steal his shit. All right, ready to watch.
Today in the belly of the beast, Norfolk County. And with us, it's a real pleasure to have them with us. For the first segment, we're going to be talking to Alan Jackson, Karen Reed's attorney. Karen Reed is right over in the corner. She'll be joining us a little bit later on. But Alan Jackson said in June, I'll be coming back and I'll be on the show in the studio, and you're fulfilling your promise, and we really appreciate it. And we have so many questions to get to, Alan.
My pleasure. I missed the mark by a few weeks, but I told you I'd be back, and it's my pleasure to be here with you.
And again, I'm sure you're very happy to be back here in Norfolk County.
All right, two things real quick. It's nice to fulfill some of your promises, isn't it? Like, oh, Turtle Boy, I'm Karen Reed. I'm going to give you the first interview. Yeah, it's nice when people do that. Also, you hear how he said it? Now, Howie Carr is also like me, has a hard Boston accent, but we try to cover it up. You can't see our Boston accent. So what happened to him, in your opinion? Which one? Wait. I'm going to have you on, Fat Pig. Man, Fat Pig, why did you come on Tuesday, bro? I wanted you on, damn it. BW's in the house. Let's review the tape, baby. Yes, Dutch Duke's in the house. Love you, Dutch Duke. Let's go. All right, I got to hurry up because my blabbing and the time ain't on my side. No, it ain't.
I got to say, I love the people here. I love the food here. Norfolk. Yeah, man. I still have some mixed. I'll put mixed emotions. How about that? I've got some mixed emotions.
All right,
about being back here.
Oh, there's so many questions to ask you about, and the first thing is, we've all speculated that Karen Reed is going to file a civil lawsuit against the powers that be that have that tried to frame her. Right. And so what is that what you're back here for?
Well, I can say this, I'm back for a reason. I didn't, it's not just a pleasure tour. So I'm back here for a reason. We've met with the legal team back here, dealing with the civil issue. There's obviously a lot to unpack where that's concerned. So we had and will continue to have significant meetings about that.
All right. So I want to show you guys that little clip just to kind of get you, a little taste. So Karen Reed is and her legal team. First of all, they have a lawsuit from John O'Keefe's garbage family. I know that sounds bad to say, but if you know the whole story, it's the brother's a whack job. Mom's a little crazy, but they are believing the other side. So I don't want to dog on them too bad. That's plus whatever. But so I wanted you to just hear how they talk to get the idea. Now we're gonna listen to the whole. Let's just go straight to the Karen part because I think that would be best. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. And plus these fucking commercials are absolutely ridiculous.
It's called Boston Drain Property as is and.
Member from El Salvador.
Story. I haven't read all of them. We haven't seen all of them.
Come on, where is she? Get her up here.
Turn legally.
Ready-wise, even though the country seems to be back on the right track.
Oh, love it, God, with the ads.
Available wherever you.
Carr is back.
The court and the legal wranglings to come. But I did want to check in with Karen Reed, and thanks so much for coming in, Karen.
Thanks,
we really
Howie.
appreciate it. What's your post-trial life like?
It's not quite as I expected. I was expecting a switch to be flipped. That was the opposite of the one that got flipped on me at 6 a.m. on January 29th, 2022. But it's been more like a dimmer that the lights are coming on a little brighter each week. There's moments I have every day that have these little epiphanies of, wow, this is the first time I've done fill in the blank in the last 4 years that I wasn't living with this nightmare.
Were you even allowed to leave the state?
I was, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you were.
didn't have any travel restrictions.
I don't know. I think she does have them now because she got like a year probation for a DUI charge or whatever. What the hell? Look at ads. Are you kidding me? With the ads?
Okay, so now, but you lost your house. You had to sell your house.
Yeah, I sold my house between the two trials. I was scraping to afford one trial, and that was with the help of my attorneys to just piece this defense together. But
isn't that crazy? She literally had to sell her house like this. She's loaded, but she deserves to be loaded. She's smart. She had a super high end job at Fidelity. She was also a teacher. Like I don't know if it was a professor or what, but she's smart as a whip, and she deserved that money. And it's just crazy. She had to sell all her stuff off, and that, you know, if she would have had to do this anyways, and if Turtle Boy didn't tell everybody the story and gather everybody outside and tell them to go out there every single time there's a court hearing, a day of court, and to be loud and to love her and yell free Karen Reed, she would have sold her house and got nothing for it. Lost her job, got nothing for it. I don't know why they haven't hired her back yet. But then again, you know, it's kind of you know, she's out in Boston. So what happens here is
knows this story. They know the truth, but there's a lot more to it than what I think Elizabeth Banks knows at this point. But
I didn't want to miss that part.
Water under the bridge. All
right, here's the thing. So she had to sell her house. You know, half the people in her life thought she was a murderer, accidentally or not. But listen, it's all good because Turtle Boy gave her her freedom, her life back. And you know what's going to happen, right? She lost her beautiful house worth like $900,000. Like, you know, she deserves it. But guess what? Because she's free, because of Turtle Boy, they're doing all types of movies and books and shit going on. I want Jake Gyllenhaal to play Turtle Boy. When I seen like in my mind, Jake Gyllenhaal did like a movie where he was like a radio guy. And I'm like, and Jake Gyllenhaal is like one of the sneakiest, best actors out there. I haven't seen Brokeback Mountain. So, you know, thank God. Because if I saw that, I'd probably be like, no, somebody else. But I think, I don't know, it's just me. He doesn't look anything like Turtle Boy, really. But, yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. She lost her house, lost everything. But she won that case because of Turtle Boy. Okay? All because of Turtle Boy. Now, I'm not saying Alan Jackson. This is Action Jackson over here. And you had Super Powerhouse Yannetti and all the other pieces. Just amazing, amazing lawyers. But jurors are dumb. And listen, I don't care. Say what you want. 90% of jurors are just blank brains. No brains. Like, I can't wait to go home. What am I going to eat tonight? Like, they don't care. It's dummies. Dummies. And because of the crowds, they were like, oh, shit, I better pay attention to this. There's a lot riding on this. What's going on? You know what I mean? So she's going to have billion, well, maybe not a billion. You never know. I don't know what the movie deal, but she's got a movie deal. Thanks to Turtle Boy.
It would require Adam Lally or somebody from the DA's office reaching out to us. And we know how that goes.
About getting her car back. They still haven't given her the damn Lexus SUV in question. Get ads. All right, let's go. I got to hurry.
It's so I got to ask you. I read yesterday that they've Elizabeth Banks is going to play you in the movie, and I said, how are they? Is this the same movie that you sold the rights to? What's the story?
Howie, I probably read that the same time You did, give or take a couple minutes. I have nothing to do with that. It's not authorized by me in any way. There is a more to this story. I won't say another side. I think that the public at large knows this story. They know the truth, but there's a lot more to it than what I think Elizabeth Banks knows at this point. But I've never spoken to her. This
is not the
I have
authorized.
not blessed this. No.
Okay.
So how about that? They're doing it. I believe it's a made-for-TV type of movie. I'm still gonna watch it. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Mrs. Starboard snuggle up on the couch and watch Elizabeth Banks. She was in one of those Jennifer Lawrence running around in the woods with the bow and arrow movie. She's a good actor. And she Karen throws some digs at her. Maybe.
Well, let me ask you this: if it's not too catty a question, she's 52 years old. You're 45. I mean, how do you feel about her, an older woman playing you?
Well, this happened. This nightmare started when I was 42. So she'd be playing someone 10 years younger, which I'm not an ageist in any way, but I would like to see this if it were to come to life on a big screen or on a small screen. I'd love for supporters of mine and people who believe in the truth of this to know more than what Elizabeth Banks knows.
It's funny she said that. Supporters of mine, people who know the truth, like Pearl Boy. But anyway, I just want to throw that in there. I'm heated. I ain't gonna lie. This pisses me off so bad. I don't know. I haven't talked to him, but I don't know if Turtle Boy's super pissed. I don't even know if he'd be pissed. I think he would just be heartbroken. This man gave up his freedom. He was in jail. He saved her fucking life. They're doing movies about her. She's complaining, and I'm not even insulting her either, but she's complaining about who's playing her in TV. Give me some. Who's playing me? I won't complain. Well, maybe I will complain. If it's like Danny DeVito playing me, fuck that. Danny DeVito can play me all day. It'd be fantastic. But I'm just saying. All right, so she goes away. Then they they just talk to him again for a little bit. And then it's 5,000 ads. And then he goes to take a shit. Oops, did I go too fast? Yeah, guess what? Howie Carr wrote a book about the Karen Reed stuff. Shocker. Howie's a bit of a grifter. Let's face it. All right, this is what the money shot is all about, folks. Let's get it here. All right, ready?
Deadbolt. The flip lock is affordable.
Oh my God, with the ads.
You knew that this was not going to.
Oh my God, with the ads. Hey, what the? Wait, come on. Don't make me
implicate another.
To Karen Reed, it could happen.
Available now. Massachusetts businessman Joe, who had 3 kids.
Was a lavish yacht that he took in charities.
Meet the experts with new groundbreaking.
You thought I was kidding? Did you guys think I was joking? This thing is so chock full of ads. It makes me crazy. Rumble ain't doing any better.
Listing here and delivering faster. Call northbehere.com. Energy, memory, and brain health at /Howie and use my code B. Simple. Corruption. It's got lots of stuff.
Oh, it comes right back from 75 ads with an ad. Here's my book. Buy my book. Honestly, I own 5 Howie Carr books, and he is a friggin' great writer. So,
Boston, Mass State Police.
All right,
there you go.
All right. Listen, and Karen Reed came back here just for the last bit of the hour. And Karen, would you like to say anything to anybody as we leave here? And because you're probably not going to be doing many more interviews for a while. What do you want to say?
What I said when I came out of the courthouse after the acquittal is just thank you to just so many people. It feels like already a short lifetime ago, but it's only been 2 months. But the support, even Howie, but from you and this station, and having the guts to report on what was actually happening, and not worried about any kind of retribution or.
Fair enough, but just so everybody knows, Howie Carr took on Whitey Bulger in the freaking Italian and the Irish mafia in Boston. They tried to kill this man many, many a time. Howie ain't afraid of shit. Just letting you know. But big ups to him. Howie knows. Listen, Turtle Boy has been going on Howie Carr's show for 10 years. Turtle Boy breaks stories. That's just what the French toast he does. Okay. And that's what Howie Carr used to do when he was a young buck. He's still on the radio, still doing his shit. You know what I mean? He writes funny articles in the Boston Herald and shit like that. He's amazing. Okay. For what he does, he's great. But Turtle Boy's still on the beat, baby. He's still got his feet to the street, and he's an investigative journalist. He's doing the legwork to find all these things. But I'm just saying, it's like Matt Damon. Ooh, Matt Damon played Turtle Boy. That wouldn't be bad. I was thinking Good Will Hunting. I think, yeah, listen, that's not a bad deal. I agree. Sorry, I just want to make sure I give you guys your flowers. That's the saying nowadays. Giving you, oh fuck, we're almost done. Real quick, shit.
Or political loyalties in this state and in this county. That people, a lot of women, children, and men, courageous enough to be very vocal about how they felt about this, and that's how things are going to change. They need to vote, and they need to worry about their community and their families and children, grandchildren, generations to come. That and I think things will change, but emotionally, these people, journalists and supporters, community members, have emotionally pulled me through, and my family and the lawyers too, I think.
You want to say anything to District Attorney Morrissey and the state police?
You lost big time.
Yeah, that's nice. And that's cool. You want to say anything? She can't even say to all those rabid supporters out there who helped free me, and to the number one guy who saved my life, Turtle Boy, a.k.a. Aiden Kearney. Thank you so much for giving me my freedom, for telling the whole world about what happened, and to put the pressure to help to get people out to the court, and to put pressure on the jurors to not just be blank brains sitting there in the pews, thinking about, what they want to have for lunch. I'm sorry. I'm sick to my stomach. This is the second opportunity she had to do it. It's bullshit. Bullshit. She's still innocent. I think, how I seen all the evidence from King Turtle Boy. That's how I saw the evidence. All right, we got to get going real quick. The other story I had, YouTube took down my man last night in the middle of his stream. Let me just over here. Last night in the middle of Dark Match Steve's stream, got taken down. Gone. Because he was showing the terrible situation in Minnesota with the trans school Catholic school shooter, and he's Doc Steve wasn't doing it. It's not like he was like, he didn't even say anything like crazy. He's just showing the video and pausing it much better than I pause it, and going through each little bit. And they shut him down. And this other dude, hypocrite. I don't watch him really that much, but he happened to be one of the live shows that I was looking at. And I'm like, oh, let me see. I haven't seen this dude in like a year or something. Let me see. He starts showing just a couple of little clips about the video manifesto of the lunatic trans shooter deal. Boom. He's shut down. YouTube's dirty. But shit, I'm dirty because I gotta get out of here. I love you guys so much. Get over to Alex Stein's show right now. After that is Doc Man Steve at 8. I love you guys so much. I'll be back here Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you guys. I love it. I love it. Go.